Hey, Dr. Fisher here. So this is part of our series of frequently asked questions. And this question is a great one. This question is, how is Fisher traction different from other types of tractions that are out there and available to you? So the very first thing is that Fisher traction, I invented it. It has a utility patent, which is different from any other type of traction that's out there right now, because they're usually design patents, but ours is a utility patent where I literally invented a new type of traction that's based upon my negative G-force technology. And this negative G-force technology utilizes these bungee bands with our platforms that the bungee latex tubing allows for almost like a mimicking of our muscles, where the bungees don't fight against our muscles. They literally work with our muscles in helping them to relax and accomplish traction and decompression at the same time. So this negative G-force technology, which is kind of a funny term, but when you think about it, it's creating a negative pull, a negative suction in the disc that's contrasting gravity itself. So it's literally against gravity, negative G-force against gravity. So that's one of the important parts of it. Two is that we have a proprietary release strap here. And what this release strap allows during the traction and pulling, the release strap allows the user to relax the pull. So it gives us a resting phase where after the pull and the suction of water into the disc as part of the traction, it relaxes. So then there's a resting phase where that water that's pulled into the disc can actually get absorbed by the tissues of the disc. So you're adding water or hydration into the disc itself. And that's what you're trying to accomplish, or one of the portions you're trying to accomplish with decompression, okay? So the release strap is another huge part of Fisher traction, which we have on our low back version and our neck version, which most home devices don't have that capacity at all whatsoever. Now, the third probably huge difference between Fisher traction and other home units that are out there is that the pull force. This is our neck unit, and our neck unit has a maximum pull force up to about 50 pounds, which is the maximum amount that the human neck can handle. There, I have not seen of any other home traction devices that are as strong as my low back unit, my neck unit or my low back unit. This one goes up to about 80 pounds of pull force, which is a lot. Maybe an inversion table might have more because it's your body weight, but you're in an inversion table, big piece of equipment, costs a lot of money. These are, obviously much easier to use, but they have an incredible amount of pull strength. And we even have a new version for our low back unit that pulls up to 167 pounds of pull force. So as far as I've seen, there are no other devices you can use at home that are as strong and safe at the same time as Fisher traction. Now, another big part of Fisher traction is that we utilize these wedges. Now, these knee wedges, are really, really important when you are working on the low back. Low back has all these muscles that are surrounding it and protecting it. Well, the hamstrings, when they're relaxed, so when your knee's bent and the hamstrings are relaxed, it allows your low back muscles to relax even more. So this helps enhance the traction and decompression process. It's incredibly comfortable. Most people that try Fisher traction with our low back device, just laying flat on the ground first, and then they try it with the knee wedges, immediately say, wow, I can totally tell a difference. The knee wedges really help to relax my back more and I can feel a deeper pull. Along with our knee wedges, we have a shoulder wedge. And what the shoulder wedge does is when you're laying down, you put it back here, you lay back on your back, it lifts your shoulders up and enables your head to extend back even further during the traction and decompression process, which is hugely important. Most of our professional tables that we have in our offices, it has some capacity where it can lift our shoulders up and have our head extend back further. And studies have shown that while doing traction during extension, the results are even more effective. Now, another great thing about Fisher traction, which is different from other units, is it's mobile. They weigh less than a pound, and you can roll them up in a ball and throw them in your purse or a backpack and take them anywhere. The key to the success of doing traction and decompression is the frequency of doing it, the consistency of doing it, and when you're able to take this with you virtually anywhere, anytime, all you need is a doorknob and some floor space to lay down. It's as easy as laying down, and you can benefit from traction. I'd say at a greater level because you can take it with you. It's super easy, okay? Now, another big thing about my Fisher traction units, they were designed to help us maintain our natural curve in our neck and the natural curve in our low back. Like you can see this guy here, we have a natural curve in the low back just like this spine here, and then we have a natural curve in our neck. And nowadays with computers and texting with our phones, we're down like this, our desks, we're sitting forward and are flattening our curves. Well, Fisher traction, we have you laying down and it's at an angle far enough from the door where it helps to maintain your curve in your neck while tractioning and pulling at the same time, where other devices don't. Other devices just basically either pull your neck straight or some even actually pull your head forward, which is really bad long term. Low back, when you're lying down and maintaining curve and getting pull, has a way better effect and success rate. So for the most part, Fisher traction, also too, we do it laying down. Some of the devices are done seated in chairs. I've seen some on barrels and different things, but laying down helps a lot too because we're relaxing the muscles of the neck and low back. But I'd say in a nutshell, that's pretty much covers the most important aspects of Fisher traction, how Fisher traction is better and different from other forms of traction.